the tech centers, the data centers are impacting the environment very heavily, and they're causing some major issues. So what are the chances that at sometime soon this will be moved over to local agents to kind of minimize this impact?
Radical candor, profit and cost. That's what matters in business, and this wasn't even the question. It depends how much is the ticket. I do not have answer for that. I do recognize the problem because this is an issue not only with AI, with a lot of things which are basically destroying our environments in sake of profits. But like looking on human nature, I'm not very optimistic in that. So that's where I end.
I'll echo that profit and cost, and the reason why environment might actually influence, might actually be taken into account, will only be when governments take action and require certain levels to which companies need to go when they're building them out. So that's probably the only thing that we can count for.
The only factor that I can think of that could force people to go local with agents and smaller data centers, whatever, is security. It's when people realize that the only way to keep singularity or no singularity, if you want to have a pure model, if you want to keep something secure, the only way to do it is put it in a room with no cables. And that will probably potentially drive that movement.
Will it be common for companies to create their own models? Not only run them locally, but also create from scratch to have more control? Maybe it's going to be cheaper even.
The one thing that I can say from my experience in a corporate environment is there was a discussion and there was a wall that was hit very quickly when you realize that if you want to have a model that is trained in a specific domain, you can only have it locally. So if you want to have an insider model that has the legal documents in it, the contracts, the PIA data, the sensitive information, colleagues, etc., there is no way of using an external public or cloud-based model, because to the point that was just said, you would basically be sending out all your critical information to an offshore data center and they can do whatever you want with it. So I think that is going to be the driver, and that's going to make it.
Quick question, how it's different? Like if you already trust as a corporation, if you are in Microsoft Cloud, let's say as an example, using Microsoft stuff, sending data through the Copilot, is there any difference? You already trust and all your data is circulating through the data center. There's no difference. There is no real concern for some companies. For some it is concern, but if you are already looped into this one ecosystem, you don't have benefit of that, and you don't have that risk because anyway you trust that vendor, that provider of the cloud. So everything is within. So to me there's no difference in many cases, especially when you're a big corporation.
We had a small incident that I'm not going to go into, where yes, we started from a position, early adoption, everything was open, security was just monitoring how people are using different Gen AIs, chatbots, and there was an incident. And now we have our own subscriptions. So our own private Copilot, that's Tesco specific, our own private Tab 9 deployment. And there's probably going to be a further incident down the line when then people will realize, oh, even that is too open. You have to bring it in-house. Because, yeah, been there, done that, yeah.